Hello everyone, my name is Muir, and this is X4 Foundations. Specifically, the new and improved Small Weapons Guide, this time with Terran weapons. Now we're going to be pulling numbers from the X4 Ultimate Weapons Guide. This is made by Kajar, you know the drill by now. He's got lots of numbers for you, he's got new projects in the work. Remember, if you found this useful, maybe throw him a like, award, or some sort of comment telling him how it was useful to you. But we're going over the Terran weapons today. That's the Pulse Laser, the Photon Barrage, the Meson Stream. So let's go ahead and get into it. So, first and foremost, the Meson Stream. The Meson Stream is the Terran equivalent of the Mass Driver, except there are some differences. So the Meson Stream is a beam weapon, so it's actually a hit scan weapon. The other thing is that it does more damage, and it, I believe, has a longer cooldown. Let's go ahead and look at the raw numbers. That'll give us a good idea. So the Meson Stream cooldown, reactivation, something. Reload, 21 seconds. So it's the same as the Mass Driver, the parented Mass Driver. The difference is that when you go to Mark II, the damage doubles, but you don't get two shots. So Mass Driver, when you go to Mark II, you get a shot every 10 seconds. With this one, you're getting a shot every 20 seconds. So it's definitely more in the burst category. So it's just, yeah, it's a bit more of a burst weapon for sure. So just keep that in mind. But otherwise, it will function almost identically to the parented Mass Driver. I don't believe it has any gimbling whatsoever. So again, this is more of an anti-capital type of weapon, or an anti-capital, in some cases an anti-medium weapon, and it does a huge amount of burst damage. So when this shoots, when this hits, it's going to do like 5,500 damage, so 5,600 damage. And the medium MK1 and MK2 versions, we'll get to those later, but they are very much an upgrade. But all right, this is something where if you want to just do a ton of damage and then just have the ships leave, then you could put a lot of these on a ship with a bunch of weapon mounts on it. Though do keep in mind, when you come down to how heat works, that the more weapons you add, the harder it will be to reload. So keep in mind, the more weapons you add, you increase the burst damage, the light bars here, but you don't increase the sustained damage. So what that really means is for every weapon that you add, you're actually going to be slowing down the cooldown to be able to fire again. So just keep that in mind. If you want it to be something where it's doing a steady amount of damage over a fight every 20 seconds, then you only want like one of these. But if you want to be able to do, say, 4 or 5, 6 times as much damage right up front, assuming they all hit and don't miss, then yeah, 5 or 6 weapons will be useful. Just keep in mind that you'll be waiting 80 to 100 seconds to be able to fire again. So there is a trade-off there. All right, but next up is the Photon Barrage. All right, the Terran Photon Barrage is one of those weapons that's basically the Terran equivalent to a bolt repeater. Now, the nice part about this is it has a lot of the strengths of the bolt repeater. It is firing a bunch of shots. However, it is very much more expensive than the bolt repeater, if I remember correctly. So that is really the main trade-off. It's, yeah, bank accounts. So it's really expensive, but it's one of the best weapons in the game. And I don't remember if this is an exclusive or not. Yeah, it's only can be fitted to Terran weapons. So, to Terran ships. So if you want to use this, you have to put it on Terran ships. Let's keep that in mind. So yeah, there we go. That is it has the same strengths and weaknesses as the bolt repeater as far as I can tell, and it's just better in every way. It does the damage of the split neutron Gatling, while at the same time having a lot of the tightness of its cone, the fire of the bolt repeater. So it's just a straight upgrade. All right, next up is the Terran pulse laser. The Terran pulse laser is another version of the Terran weapon that is just a straight upgrade over the base game. So the Terran pulse laser is the Terran variant of the Commonwealth pulse laser. I honestly would not have named these things the exact same thing. I can assume that gets confusing pretty quickly. Maybe they should change that. But but it is what it is. So the pulse laser, so let's talk about the difference between the two. The Commonwealth pulse laser goes blah 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 blah. This one goes blah 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 blah. That's the main difference in terms of firing. The other main difference is in terms of damage. This also has a much tighter spread. It's not firing two shots that are sort of that have a spread to them, really. This one's sort of firing just in a straight line because there's I assume in the universe there's just nothing to like cause the barrel to like turn or get off target or anything. You have no penalties from burst fire because there is no burst fire. So this one, the Mark II, is going to do around 200 burst damage. When we look at the pulse laser, its Mark II is around 175. So while it is an upgrade, you don't need to like rush to go and get it. You'll honestly be better just having another fighter that has normal pulse lasers on it, and you'll be just fine. There we go, everyone. So that has been all the X4 Terran weapons that are small, and I will catch you guys later. Bye, everyone.